Here's a Nanoswarm grenade lineup for the front side of default to stop players from defusing the spike on C site. Rotate to the attacker side of C long. After planting the spike on the front side of default on C site, hug this corner here, then turn around and align the tip at the top of the Nanoswarm icon in the UI with the top right corner of this electrical box on the wall here. After that, throw a Nanoswarm grenade and activate it as soon as possible so it doesn't get shot once it lands.
Swarm grenade out.
To push players away from the front side of default on A site, hug the edge of this wall here, then align the tip of the curved arrow above the Nanoswarm right-click indicator in the UI with the corner of this roof here. After that, throw a Nanoswarm grenade and activate it as soon as possible to avoid it getting shot.
Placing swarm grenade. Spike down. Planted.
To stop players from pushing into B site, center your character on the edge of the metal on the ground here, then align yourself with this vertical line. After that, align the top point of the Nanoswarm icon with this spot here, and throw a Nanoswarm grenade. This won't completely stop players from pushing into the site, but it may break up the enemy team's push enough to create some good opportunities for your team.
Swarm grenade out.
Stand on this drain inside of showers and aim up to the skylight above. Then place your crosshair in between these two edges of the triangle and left click
Placing
draw.
swarm grenade.
Your Nanoswarm will land out from the corner of A cubby, forcing them out into the open right in front of showers, making for an easy kill. Stand in this corner close to the exit teleporter in middle and take your C ability icon and put it right in the middle of the top of the most left fence, then jump over.
Placing swarm grenade.
Your Nanoswarm will land deep in elbow, preventing anyone from
Swarm
holding the
grenade
crosshair to the exit, making for a much easier beat. Stand in the corner against these wooden boxes in middle, then find this point in the wall above the fencing and bring your crosshair up until it reaches the bottom wire and
Placing
left
swarm
click throw.
grenade.
Your Nanoswarm will land in the right side cubby, forcing whoever is there out into the open.
Swarm grenade out.
Stand in this corner close to the exit teleporter in middle, then aim just to the left of the middle of this arrested part of the fence, then left click throw.
Placing swarm grenade.
Your Nanoswarm will land to the back of B site, forcing players into the open on the right and left
Swarm
sides,
grenade out.
allowing for a much easier take of B site. Stand in this corner close to A short and aim up till you find the tip of the dark shadow on the leaves above you, then when you're ready, left click throw.
Placing swarm
The
grenade.
Nanoswarm will land to the middle of front truck, wait for the defusal sound for an easy
Swarm
round.
grenade out.
Stand in this corner close to A short and place the right click ability triangle on this corner piece of the roof. Once it's touching the black corner piece, jump
Placing
and
swarm
throw.
grenade.
The Nanoswarm will land outside of lamps, doing damage to both the close left corner of lamps,
Swarm grenade
but
out.
also anything up to the inside of the doorway. Stand in this corner close to A short and place the right click ability triangle on this notch in the roof. It doesn't have to be pixel perfect, and once you feel like you have it, jump and
Placing
throw.
swarm grenade.
The Nanoswarm will land directly in the cubby, forcing anyone out into the open. This can be well timed after a Sage uses her wall,
Swarm
as
grenade
most will
out.
retreat into this position, allowing you to pick up on a free kill. Stand in this corner near A short and place your crosshair on the bottom corner of the top box on the wall, then jump and throw.
Placing swarm grenade.
The Nanoswarm will land directly to the back of triple, forcing someone out into the open. With a well-timed
Swarm
peek or
grenade
push
out.
from your teammates, they can easily get a free kill. You can play a default post plant from A lobby and showers by standing in front of these wooden crates, then aiming in between the two poles sticking out of the satellite dishes, and throw.
Placing swarm grenade.
The Nanoswarm will land next to default, wait to hear the defusal sound before
Swarm grenade
activating
out.
for an easy round win. You can deny the bomb defusal when planting in the default position by standing on the corner of this box, then aiming above B site and placing your crosshair right on the tip of this bolt, then left click throw. Nanoswarm will land right behind the default boxes, denying anyone from defusing, giving your team more time to play with to hopefully secure the round win. When your team is ready to exit out of B main, you can get somebody off of the back left stairs from B site by standing on top of this grate, then aiming up onto the roof and looking for the fourth notch from the left of the cylinder, then jump and throw.
Placing swarm
Your
grenade.
Nanoswarm will land right on the stairs, making the player push out into the open, or back inside a B site, making exiting B main much easier. A quick way to block off the market door angle is by lining yourself up with the middle of this wall against the back wall, then placing your crosser on top of the right of this box, then left click throw. Your Nanoswarm will completely block off market, making it much easier to get out of B main. A good crossfire to use with your turret when defending B site is setting it on top of this box aiming at lane. Then going into boathouse and waiting for it to start shooting before peeking. The enemy will be focused on the turret, allowing you to easily pick them off as they try to come into sight. You can block off the catwalk angle early round by jumping onto this awning and lining up with the second light bulb. Then look above the roof behind you and line your crosser up with the corner of the building and the top of the tree. Then when you feel like you're ready, throw. Your Nanoswarm will land right in the doorway of catwalk, denying anyone from peeking and giving your mid lane players more room to work with when taking mid. If an enemy player is closing the A side door, denying you access to sight, you can throw a Nanoswarm right in the corner on the opposite side of the door to kill someone pulling the lever, making for an easy kill. When playing solo A site, you can play off your turret really easily by placing it on top of this wooden box on heaven, having it aim at A main. Then sit behind the default boxes and wait for your turret to start shooting before peeking for the perfect distraction, allowing you to easily pick up a free kill. When playing a post plant for generators, you can come back into A lobby and stand against these boxes, then aim up above the tip of this bolt and in line with the gap in the cloud, then left click throw. Your Nanoswarm will land to the front of generators, denying a spike defusal, buying your team time to hopefully win the round. After taking control of A site, you can deny the enemy team from coming out heaven by throwing Nanoswarm in between these two wooden boxes. Activating will do damage to anyone in heaven while not doing damage to anyone below, giving you more time to play with before they can make it into the site, allowing for an easy round win. You can deny the spike defusal when planning A default by coming back into A lobby and standing in this corner against the boxes, then aim at the tip of the bolt in the sky and throw. Their grenade will land right on default plant spot in front of the boxes, making for an easy defuse denial.
Swarm grenade out.
Hug this corner here, aim at the point where these two lines meet, and throw a Nanoswarm grenade. Then activate it when retaking or taking the site, later in the round or close after setting this up.
Swarm grenade out. Is this a best?
To stop players from planting the spike on the left side of the front of B site, jump up here, hug this corner, aim a little bit to the right of this marked point here, and throw a Nanoswarm grenade.
Placing swarm grenade. Here.
Plant the spike close to this spot here, then rotate to A lobby,
Lights down.
hug the edge of this wall here, aim at the tip of this small leaf sticking out here, and throw a Nanoswarm grenade to stop players from defusing the spike in that area of sight.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
To stop players from planting the spike on the right side of the front of B site, jump up here, hug this corner, aim a little bit to the left of this marked point here, and throw a Nanoswarm grenade.
Placing swarm grenade.
To stop players from planting the spike behind default on B site, hug this corner, aim a little bit to the right of this marked point here, then throw a Nanoswarm grenade and activate it as soon as it lands, if players are close enough to it so it doesn't get destroyed.